Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christian. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day. Whenever you are seeing this, I hope you are good. So we are about to do a pick a card reading for this super harvest full moon that we are going to be having on September 29th. So this is going to be a full moon in Aries, and it's going to be the last super moon of 2023. So I think if you are not taking advantage of this full moon energy, then you are crazy, especially when we're stepping into eclipse season. You know, a super moon is a great space to get some clarity, get some understanding, and just set yourself up for success, set yourself up for productivity, and just kind of get that spiritual armor, that emotional armor, that intuitive armor right now. So when you're in those eclipse seasons, and we know eclipses are portals, transformation, a lot of big changes going on, you'll basically be able to anchor yourself through those things. So we're going to get right into the reading today. I have 4 piles. I'm going to go ahead and ring some throat chakra sound bowls for you guys. And I'm doing my private full moon readings as always for $30. So with this reading, we're going to be talking about how you can be more passionate, how you can serve yourself more, and also what harvest are you preparing for. So this full moon in Aries is challenging us to look within, challenging us to make sure that we are self-sufficient in our goals, and also asking yourself, where can I be more ambitious? Where can I, challenge myself? Where can I get outside of my comfort zone versus playing it safe? So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the tea. If you guys are interested in one of those private readings, check the top of the description box to see where you can send in to Cash App, Zelle, or PayPal and get your reading. But let's go ahead and open up with some sound bowls as always. Then I'm going to show you guys the pile selection. Of course, we have 4 piles today. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. I thank you guys for being here as always. And yeah, let's get into it. And I hope you guys are loving the crochet top. I've already done photos in this look, but I haven't worn it in a video yet, so I had to pull it out again for you guys. And I'm definitely going to be doing way more crochet stuff. I'm going to be doing more crochet videos and chit chats and everything with you guys. So yeah, let's get into the tea. All right, everyone, here is our pile selection. Pause the video here if you need to. From left to right, we have piles 1, 2, 3, and 4. Remember to not second guess yourself. Choose whichever pile is calling to you. Then check the description box for the timestamp, and I will see you at your reading. Alrighty, group 1, let's see what we have for you guys for this super harvest full moon in Aries. So we have inner child for you guys, inner child. This card says, allow me to give compassion and love to that little one. Let me attend to its deepest needs and feelings. Allow me to give passion and love to that little one. Let me attend to their deepest needs and feelings. So beautiful message here about connecting with your inner child. With this Aries full moon talking about, not what your friends can do for you, not what your family can do for you, not what your community can do. What can you do? How can you make sure that everything around you is a well-oiled machine? A lot of that can stem from your inner child. If you have issues setting boundaries, if you have issues speaking up for yourself, all of these things can be coming from your inner child. Even issues with discipline, setting goals, the fear of failure. So definitely connecting with your inner child is going to be good to give you guys some knowledge and some wisdom in this space. Let's get into these tarot cards. Group 1, we have the 9 of Cups. We have the Star in reverse. And we have the 9 of Swords in reverse. The 9 of Cups, the Star in reverse, and the 9 of Swords in reverse. So with this 9 of Cups and the Star in reverse and the 9 of Swords in reverse, I feel like your energies are kind of like, what are you waiting on? You have this emotional fulfillment. You have things aligning for you. You have the abundance that you've been waiting on kind of coming into your life, but you still are not really feeling your most hopeful, not really feeling your most faithful. And also you're dealing with a lot of stress that you've already been delivered from, that you've already been brought from. So I feel like if you guys are in a space where you can recognize, I want to do these things, I feel like I should have the energy to do these things, but for whatever reason, it's not connecting. It's not making it make sense. We have Cain, pay attention to your health, and we also have Teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. deep friendship with someone of the same sex, and pay attention to your health. So if you're having some issues in faith and a lot of anxiety, you could definitely want to tap into your health. Are you getting enough rest? Are you eating well? Are you taking your supplements? Are you taking your vitamins? Are you exercising? Are you stepping out into the sun? Focus on your health right now. Sometimes the problem isn't spiritual. And to be honest, it might have a spiritual root, like you might be dealing with depression, and maybe that's why you aren't eating well or resting well or whatever the case may be. But sometimes you need to physically pour into yourself. And I feel like that's what you guys need to do, because the things are there emotionally. The opportunity is there. The intuition is there. The new beginning is there. But for whatever reason, there is a disconnect, and there's a lot of stress in that disconnect as well. I feel like you guys are working to release this stress, which is really, really great. But take this time to pinpoint where the stress is coming from. It could be that, when things start getting good, you start getting nervous because you're like, how long is it going to be good? Was it all going to be taken away from me at one point? So really use this as an opportunity to get to the root of your anxiety, your fear, your doubt about you, not about what your friends can do for you or whatever. How do you feel about yourself? How do you feel about you? And we have this teapot energy. So I feel if you have a great friend of the same sex, if you have a soul sister, a soul brother, someone that just connects to you very, very deeply, connect with this person and let that love give you a foundation and help you move forward. With the 9 of Cups here, there's a lot of love around you guys, group 1. And sometimes we need to be reminded of that. And how can we be reminded of that love if we're in our own bubble of stress and confusion and what if? So I definitely think it would be good for you guys to set some time aside to connect with a friend in your life, and possibly even do some inner child work with this friend. Do something creative, do something fun, go bowling, go to the fair, go to the park, take a walk in nature, visit a botanical garden near you, do something fun that's going to serve you in a different way. Also, we have don't stop and communicate clearly. All right, group 1, don't stop and communicate clearly. So of course you need to keep going. And I feel like you guys have already manifested so much love, so much support, so many, intuitive downloads. Your energies are saying you can't stop now. Even if you're not sure how you're going to move forward, you cannot stop now, and communicate clearly. Just like we had with that deep friendship energy, I feel like you guys need to be open with the people in your life and let them know how you're feeling. They love you. They want to support you. They want to let you know you don't have to worry about this. You don't have to stress about this. You're good. And you're good because I got you. And if I ain't got you, I know you got me, and when you have that perfect balance in relationships, when you have that mutual exchange of energy, you never have to second guess yourself. You never have to be in a space where you don't have motivation or inspiration, because the people in your life can provide that for you. And you have people in your life that want to inspire you. They want to remind you to keep going. So allow them to do that. Allow them to do that, group 1. We also have get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, and connect with nature. Empaths, highly sensitive and connect with nature. And then we have emotions are running high, supermoon. Emotions are running high, supermoon. So of course we have a supermoon energy. Emotions are going to be high. You guys can be getting triggered emotionally. Anytime you're triggered, it symbolizes that there is a spiritual wound that needs to be healed. I literally was just talking about this. So I feel like you guys need to lean into what triggers you. If you get triggered and you shut down, you turn away from it, then that could be why you're in this space in the first place. Like, okay, now it's making sense. I feel like y'all were feeling good, feeling great. You manifested a lot of love. It was awesome. And then you got triggered by something. There was something from the past, an uncomfortable wound that you haven't dealt with that kind of started, getting at you again. And because of that, everything is kind of crumbling one piece at a time. So it's really important to catch that stuff, because you can let one thing trigger you, and that will lead to another thing and another thing and another thing. And before you know it, you are so far off track, you don't even know how to get back into it. And you can't even remember why you got off track in the first place. So it's really important to be mindful of your energy. Like I said, going outside, going into the botanical gardens, get grounded, highly sensitive. You're going to be way more sensitive to things than the other people around you. So don't feel like you can just do anything, be around anybody, tolerate anything, because you can't. You literally cannot. You have to be really, really specific about what you allow around you and what you allow to influence you. And you have the ability to do that. Watch what you're looking at on social media. Watch what you're, intaking from your environment, and make sure that you're allowing good things to pour into you. And whatever does trigger you, take it as an opportunity to learn, hey, why is this triggering me? What do I need to release? What do I need to deal with? What do I need to let go? See it as a chance to learn a little bit more about you. And I think that'll be a great space to kind of make the most out of this. And again, emotions are running high, supermoon. Doing some releasing work, of course, is always good during a full moon. I think it's going to be even better for you guys since you've been carrying all of these different energies. Y'all might even have like a friend around y'all that's not really feeling confident in themselves. And that could be why you don't feel confident, because they don't feel confident, you know? So don't get yourself messed up, group one. And remember that everything around you is affecting you, not just the stuff that you have going on, but the stuff that the people in your life have going on as well. And don't put all the blame on yourself. Don't continue to beat down on yourself when you have people and energies around you that can pull you out of that funk. And again, connecting with nature, getting grounded is going to be great to make you feel better and get you in the right direction. So group one, that's what I have for you guys. If you pick group one and it resonated with you, please let me know down below in the comment section. Also, if you're interested in getting a private reading to figure out how you can be more passionate, how you can serve yourself more, and also what harvest are you preparing for, check the top of the description box to see how you can get that reading sent to you this week. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. I thank you guys for being here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys. Bless. All right, group two, let's go ahead and get into your message. So group two, we have humility for you guys, humility. This says, allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. Allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. So for you guys, you know, again, this full moon in Aries is about looking within, connecting with yourself, kind of shutting out the outside world. I think that you guys need to view this in a different way. It's not about isolating yourself from everybody. It's not about, you know, nobody can do what you can do for you, so, you know, you have to get away from everybody. I feel like you guys need to really humble yourselves before God. If you've been trying to figure it out on your own, if you've been trying to make it make sense on your own, this is your time to say, God, I can't do it on my own. Help me, guide me, lead me, show me. And when you do that, you'll be open to friends teaching you, family teaching you, strangers teaching you, things online teaching you. Everything will serve as a lesson. So step into some humility, group two. Step in some humility. Kill ego. Ego is the fucking enemy. You don't ever want to feel like you too good for something or you don't deserve something. You know, humility will really, really serve you. And with humility, you're always able to get to the root, the lesson, the message in something versus just letting it tear you down. So let's get into these cards, guys. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse. We have the Knight of Pentacles, and we also have the Eight of Swords. The Seven of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. So I feel like this is about you guys kind of getting your groove back. But same with that energy of humility. I feel like you guys have kind of given up on certain people in your life. And I feel that's caused you to really kind of focus in on your goals and what you want. But there is still stress there. There is still doubt there. So you aren't enough to keep yourself together when all of the people in your life have turned their backs on you, or when you have to give up on getting people to see you and respect you. You aren't enough. You know, you need God. You need your spirit guides. You need support. And I really feel like you guys are stepping into a space where you're recognizing, wait, I am in control. I might be feeling trapped, but I'm not trapped. I might be feeling stuck, but I'm not stuck. And understanding why you feel stuck is going to be great to help you release that and heal and move forward. Also with this Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, this talks about focus, dedication, and really having that clear vision of what you want to do, how you want to move forward, and how you want to make it happen. So I feel like you guys have definitely cut some people off. Of course, you've had to release some things and just say, you know what, this isn't enough for me. And in turn, like I said, I feel like y'all have kind of isolated yourselves. Like, you know what, ain't nobody gonna give me what I need or whatever. But that's not always the greatest space to feel, because when you have that feeling, you kind of always feel like people are out to get you. You always feel like things are out to get you. You really can't be confident and comfortable in where you are because you'll feel like there's always something going to be coming up. So I feel like you guys need to go back to, you know, why you had to give up on certain people. Get back to the root of what was causing that issue in those relationships instead of internalizing it and making it cause you to kind of block everybody out and everything. Because humility says, I can learn something from the people that hurt me. It doesn't mean that they're worthless and they don't deserve me, whatever. Maybe they don't deserve my love, but they definitely deserve the experience they had with me, because if it wasn't supposed to happen, they wouldn't have had it. Now, what can I pull from that experience versus just putting up walls around myself? Because that's why you feel trapped. You've built all of these walls around yourself that were supposed to protect you, but really it just makes you feel more and more caved in, right? We also have clouds, temporary problems, and we have dogs, getting together with friends. Temporary problems and getting together with friends. So I feel like, you know, if you've had to let go of some friends, I feel your energies are saying you're going to have more connection. You're going to have more friends. You're going to be able to connect with more people, and you will never be in a space where, you have to be alone forever. Isolation is not permanent. And the reason we spend time in isolation is so we can better know how to serve ourselves, so our community can serve us better. It's never to just be in isolation forever, away from people. And, that's never the cause. That's never the reason. So I feel like you guys are definitely being challenged to just look at things from a different way and understand why you had to go through what you had to go through in those relationships, and figuring out ways to make it serve you versus, just kind of keeping you bound. Also, group 2, we have opportunity and take action. Opportunity and take action. So if you guys have been wanting something new, if you've been praying for something new, if you've been wanting a new chance, I feel like things are going to be taken off for y'all. And because we have this take action and this night energy, we know nights are all about taking action. I feel like you guys aren't going to have any problem, getting what you want, succeeding in your goals. I think it's just about understanding that you shouldn't have to do it alone. And, not letting your pride tell you that nobody deserves to be in this space with you. Because there are people that deserve to be in this space with you. It's just about finding the right people. We also have luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. And we have Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Luck is on your side and creating heaven on earth. It's happening. So you guys just really have to work to get out of your own head. I feel like, again, with luck is on your side, there's good fortune here. There's abundance here. There's an opportunity for you to move forward and experience what you want to experience. And again, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. There's definitely a chance for you guys to manifest some new surroundings, a new environment, manifest whatever you want, really. But you really have to get to the root of why you had to leave these people behind and make it make sense. Make it make sense in a way that elevates you, not in a way that leaves you trapped. And I feel once you do this, you'll have a different perspective when things don't work out, because you're always going to run into issues in friendships. You're always going to have to ghost somebody, or you might get ghosted, cut somebody off, or you might get cut off, or whatever the case may be. So it's really important to get to a space where you understand the ups and downs of a connection. It doesn't mean anything bad just because someone can't be in your life anymore. If anything, it's a good thing, because you're able to remove what doesn't belong, and you're also able to understand a little bit more about what you need. So yes, group 2, that is what I have for you guys. I hope you resonated with this reading. If you picked group 2 and it resonated with you, then please let me know down below in the comment section. Also, if you want to get a private reading for this full moon super harvest moon in Aries, where we're going to be talking about what harvest are you preparing for, how you can bring more passion into your life, and also how you can serve yourself better. If you are interested in that, then go ahead and check out the top of the description box to see how you can send in for your reading. And we're going to be sending those out all week. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. I love you guys, and I thank you guys for being here. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys. Bless. Alrighty, group 3, let's go ahead and get into your tea. So group 3, we have gratitude. This says, fill me with gratitude for all you give. May I be a vehicle for you wherever I go. Beautiful. Fill me with gratitude for all you give. May I be a vehicle for you wherever I go. So if you guys are religious, or if you grew up in the church, then you're familiar with people saying that, or maybe you don't have to be religious to know this, but I know I always heard in church that people should see God in you wherever they go, or people should see Christ in you wherever they go. You want to be the pillar, the light in your environment, in your neighborhood. You want people to look at you and say it's something different about that person. May I be a vehicle for you wherever I go. May I be a vehicle for God. May I be a vehicle for God's grace, for God's wisdom, for God's mercy wherever I go. So yeah, we have this message of gratitude. So I feel like you guys have a responsibility. I feel like you've gone through a lot, and I feel it is your responsibility to show the people around you what you have gone through. And it's a responsibility to yourself to not keep living like God hasn't delivered you from nothing, to not keep living like God hasn't brought you from spaces that you needed to be delivered from. So yeah, let's get into these cards, guys. So we have the 5 of Wands in reverse. We have the King of Pentacles. And we have the 9 of Wands. The 5 of Wands in reverse, the King of Pentacles, and the 9 of Wands. So I think we're in a great space. I feel like you guys are definitely releasing some issues, some problems, some confusion, which I think is really, really great. And I feel like you guys are kind of moving forward into a space of a lot of abundance, and also into a space where you're able to just recognize how strong you are because of the things you've experienced. The 9 of Wands talks about resilience, talks about strength, Talks about being in a space where, you don't ever have to give up. You don't ever have to feel like, you're at the end of your rope, because you always have strength. God is with you. Your angels are with you. Your spirit guides are with you. So don't ever feel like you're alone. With the King of Pentacles, this talks about a lot of abundance, stepping into a space where everything you've been working on financially is coming together. So if you guys have been working really hard to establish a foundation of success, I feel like it's going to be, coming into fruition. Also, the Five of Wands talks about, people that see you as competition and having to release yourself from people that only bring conflict into your life. So I feel like you are making a lot of great decisions to protect your energy and protect your peace. And I definitely think this is going to be benefiting you as you move forward. You're going to be able to see it in real time, how doors open up, how you feel differently about where you're going and what you're doing based on the people that you have in your life and the relationships that you have supporting you. We also have tent and ladder. Tent is temporary situation and ladder is climbing towards success. Climbing towards success and temporary situation. So don't let, bad friends, an argument, a disconnection make you feel like you aren't climbing towards success, because you most definitely are. And the journey of success is not all bells and whistles. It's not just one beautiful lesson after another. These are hard lessons. There are certain things within you that have to be broken down. As the King of Pentacles, do you know how it would be if everybody around you was competing with you? If everybody around you saw you as competition, unhealthy competition? Do you know how it would be, if everybody always brought their problems to you because they felt like you don't have enough problems in your life? And I feel that's what y'all are dealing with, because you carry your problems differently. You carry your issues differently. Like I said, y'all have been through a lot. So I feel like because you've been through so much and you don't show it, the people in your life maybe didn't recognize what you have been through or what you have been delivered from. So they don't mind bringing the rah-rah to you. They don't mind bringing the conflict to you. And you low-key was aggravating their spirit, because when someone's constantly, misery loves company, so if somebody's constantly down and stressed, they are going to be bothered by somebody who is never stressed. Now, you might be dealing with a lot of stress, but they don't see it. So there's a disconnect there. And imagine how that would be affecting you if you are at your top point, which is where you're going. You would be feeling down, you will be stressed, you'll be overwhelmed, and you don't need that. You need this warrior spirit. And because of the things that you let go, you're going to be able to easily tap into that warrior spirit and just move forward no matter what. We also have get more information and trust. Get more information and trust. So, of course, be open to trust. Don't let these experiences from the past, make you feel like you can't trust people, make you feel like people can't support you, because community, of course, is very important. But also get more information. If there are other things for you to learn from the past, if there's other things for you to understand, step into it. If there is something that you're looking to do, an investment, something big you're ready to make happen, get more information. Don't feel like you have to rush it. I know you could even be uncomfortable in the space that you're in right now, but don't feel like you need to rush anything. Get more information, trust yourself, trust God, take your time. It will work out. We also have a win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast. And we have Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, and divine plan. So with this grandmother of Jesus energy, what this represents is, we all know the story of Jesus. So this represents Jesus's lineage and the story, or everything that had to fall into place in order for Jesus to become to be. The grandmother had to be born. The grandmother had to meet a certain person, give birth to Mary. Mary had to meet a certain person, whatever the case may be. So this talks about everything working together for your good, everything aligning as it needs to. And this is your time to lay foundation, seeding the light. This is a harvest moon. So one of the questions that we're going to be getting into in the private reading is, what is a harvest that you are getting prepared to step into? So ask yourself that question. How can you seed the light? How can you plant light, plant goodness, plant gratitude? So that is what your harvest is going to be reaping. That's what you're going to be pulling back from all of the work that you're going to be doing. And again, a win-win outcome is forecast. So I feel like there's going to be definitely a lot of balance here. I feel like you're going to be able to experience firsthand, like, okay, when I choose myself, when I take care of myself and protect myself, everybody wins. I win. The people that aren't in my life anymore win, because they don't got to fake like they like me or fake like they want me around. They don't got to, deal with that no more, so they win. My future friends win because I'm a better person. Because let's be real, when people look at you and you disrupt their spirit so much that they don't want you around, they bring conflict to you, they bring issues with you, people can kind of see you as like a trash can in their life. If you have people in your life that only brought you issues and drama, they saw you as a place where they can put all of that stuff. They didn't bring that to their other friends. And if they did bring that to their other friends, then maybe they see everybody like that. And some people do. But if you don't see people in your life as places where you can dump your trash, your drama, your issues, your mess, then you need to have people in your life that don't see you like that. Because if they're constantly dumping on you, you might not ever dump on them, but you'll constantly be taking in that energy. So it's going to be a win for them because they can be with people who like the trash. You don't like that trash, okay? So you don't have to deal with and put up with it. And there's going to be some balance that comes from that as well. So yeah, group 3, I feel like you guys are, I feel like you guys have already made some really great decisions to just kind of prepare yourself to step into a different energy altogether, and also welcome in some different energies around you that are going to be serving you a lot more and, just really giving you what you need, which is great. So just remember to, be confident in where you're going, and, remember to embrace the journey, and, gratitude. Remember to be grateful for everything that comes into your life. And I feel like God is working on you. I feel like you guys have a very big purpose, which we all do, but people need to see God working in you, and people are looking at it and looking at you, whether you think they are or not. So just be mindful of that. But yeah, keep moving forward with group 3. I feel like there's a lot of new spaces for you guys to get into, and it's definitely going to benefit you. So just commit to the journey and keep moving forward. But yes, group 3, that's what I have for you guys. If you pick group 3 and this resonated with you, then please let me know down below in the comment section. Also, if you're interested in getting a private reading for this super harvest full moon, the last super moon of 2023, then you can check the top of the description box. The private readings are going to be about what harvest are you currently preparing for? How can you bring more passion into your life? This Aries energy is about ambition and passion, so how you can bring more of that into your life, and also how you can be serving yourself more as well. So yeah, I appreciate y'all. I thank you guys for being here. Remember to check the top of the description box for those readings, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys. Bless. Alrighty, group 4, last but certainly not least, and hello to everybody that's been watching the whole time. How y'all doing? Let's get into this tea. So we have right action for you guys. Aparigraha literally means let everything that wants to go, go, and everything that wants to come, come. Right action. Aparigraha literally means let everything that wants to go, come. Let everything that wants to go, go, and everything that wants to come, come. So what I feel you guys are going to be focusing on in this super harvest full moon is to not force nothing. There's a big energy with this full moon about, bringing things back to you, calling your energy back to you, calling your focus back to you. And maybe you guys spent too much time trying to keep other people in your life, trying to make opportunities work for you, even though you're seeing that it's not working. So I feel like your energies are saying, how can you call your energy back to you right now? Let's get into the tea. So we have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Swords, and we also have the Page of Wands. The 10 of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Page of Wands. So with this 10 of Pentacles, this talks about completion and abundance and in finances, financial security, having a lot of happiness, having a lot of pride, generational wealth. So I feel like you guys are creating a great, great, great foundation. And maybe some of you guys have kids or younger siblings, or you're just working to break a lot of generational curses. But I feel like you're doing what you need to do to make that happen. Also with this Knight of Swords and with the Page of Wands. The Knight of Swords is talking about taking risks and trusting yourself. But with the Page of Swords in reverse, I feel like you are a little nervous because you're like, what if I take the wrong risk and I lose everything that I built? I have this 10 of Pentacles. What if I take the wrong risk and I lose everything? So, I think that you guys should be mindful of where that's coming from. I feel like you guys feel that way because maybe you've invested a lot of time and energy in people or in projects in the past, and maybe it didn't work out right. But with the Knight of Swords, when you're trusting your intuition, it might lead you into oblivion. But it's oblivion that you need to be in, and it is divinely guided oblivion. Sometimes you trust your intuition and it tells you to do the right thing that feels very, very wrong for you. But you don't know where you're going. You don't know what your end goal is. You might have an idea, but you realistically do not know. If you had to bet on your life, or even bet on $5, if you had to bet on anything, you would lose. That you know exactly what your day is going to look like tomorrow, or exactly what your life is going to look like in 5 years, 1 year, a month. We have no fucking clue. We do not know. So you don't ever want to get too attached to the success and the comfort that you have, where it makes you not want to do anything else, because there is more for you And God has exceedingly and abundantly beyond your wildest imagination things for you, things that you don't even know you can possess. If you waiting on 10,000, God is saying, I have 250,000 for you. If you waiting on one good friend, God is like, I have 6 great friends for you. You know, if you want to break one generational curse, God is saying, you about to deliver your whole lineage, out of everything. So whatever you're doing, just know that God has that for you times 10. Just know that God wants you to be doing that times 10. So you're always going to be getting new ideas. You're always going to be getting called to do more and step into more. And you want to answer that call because it's going to keep nagging you. But this is a great time for you to decide, what is holding me back. And again, let everything that wants to go, go. Let everything that wants to come, come. Don't feel like you can control what goes and comes, because you can't. You can lose everything tomorrow and you can gain it right back the next day. If it's going to come, it's going to come. If it's going to go, it's going to go. And, there's really nothing that we can do about that. So acceptance is going to be really important for y'all. We also have finger and table, hard work ahead, and warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. Warning you of a problem either now or in the near future, and hard work ahead. So I feel like you guys are going to be stepping into an obstacle, and that's probably why you're feeling apprehensive about it. But like I said, you might think it's wrong, but it's going to be right, because it's hard work and you're going to be learning what you need to learn. We also have the answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini. So it's not like you're going to be left out in the cold. It's not like God is going to just put you in the den of wolves and just be like, here go a toothpick, fight your way out. That's not what's going to happen. You are going to be equipped with whatever you need to make it out of these situations and make it make sense. We also have listen to your intuition, of course, and we have a year from now. Listen to your intuition a year from now. So just like I was saying, you don't know where you're going to be a year from now. You don't know what things are going to look like in a year, but think about where you were last year this time. Think about how you were feeling last year this time. Think about what you were suffering with, what you were dealing with last year around this time. And think about how far you have come. Think about what has been changed. There's so much that can happen in a year. So don't be so focused on being uncomfortable today, being uncomfortable tomorrow, because, in the long run, it's always going to pay off and you're always going to have what you need in the long run. And also listen to your intuition. Just like we have with that Knight of Swords, your intuition is what's guiding you forward. So of course you want to listen to that energy. And again, it's just going to keep nagging you about it. So you can listen to it when you want to, but this is about you guys kind of understanding and facing what is causing you to have that fear. We also have the crumbling. What are you clinging to? The crumbling. What are you clinging on to? So I feel like your energies are definitely saying, okay, there's something that needs to be released. There's something that you're holding on to. There's something that, isn't serving you, and it probably hasn't been serving you for a while, but you don't want to let it go. And maybe it's the mindset that if you're comfortable, it's better to stay comfortable than try something new and get uncomfortable. Maybe it's the mindset that, hey, if what you're doing is bigger than you, then you got to play it safe so nobody else suffers if it doesn't go right. But nobody wins if you play it safe. Nobody wins if you just do what that part of you is telling you to do, usually your ego or your shadow, because your ego, your shadow doesn't want you to be embarrassed, doesn't want you to ever fail, doesn't want you to ever be uncomfortable. So it will literally keep you in a space that isn't going to ever bring you into any new spaces or any new challenges, because you don't want that anyway. But there is a part of you that wants more. There is a part of you that says, God, I want whatever you have for me. Like when you think about how the plans that you have for yourself, and we all have very big plans for ourselves. We want money, we want happiness, we want joy, we want a great body, we want vacations, we want the mansion and whatever. We all have great, amazing plans for ourselves. So whatever plan you have for yourself, if you multiply that by fucking 50, 150, that's what God has planned for you. And that gets you excited in your spirit. That's why you get excited when you have these ideas. That's why you want to go forward, and you got to catch yourself like, wait, hold on. This might not be a good idea. What would happen if you just let yourself go for it? What would happen if you did not hold yourself back? I would definitely challenge you guys to let it go. Also, I would challenge you guys to listen to what ideas are coming to you creatively. The Page of Wands talks about discovering new talents, new crafts. So there could be some new things that you're going to be learning. And that's the point too. If you have certain talents and you don't try anything else, how can you learn? How can you learn? How can it make sense to you? And a lot of times we admire people that are very gifted, very successful. How do you think they figured that out? They weren't born like that. They had to learn. They had to fall down a bunch of times and get up a bunch of times. Every great success story has a bunch of failures that you either are aware of or you're not aware of. And you want to be mindful of that, and you don't want to put a lot of unnecessary pressure on yourself to get it right on the first try when nobody ever got it right on the first try. ever. So yes, group 4. That's what we have for you guys. Again, the answers you need are coming. So hang in there. I feel like this full moon is going to be really revealing for you guys. It's going to show you guys a lot and bring a lot into your perspective. So that is what we have for you, group 4. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. If you pick group 4 and it resonated with you, then please let me know down below in the comment section. If you are all groups, then please let me know as well. Also, if you guys are interested in getting a private reading, you can check the top of the description box to see how you can get a private reading for this super harvest full moon, where we're going to talk about where you can be more passionate in your life, what harvest you are preparing for, and also how you can serve yourself a little bit more. So yes, I appreciate y'all. I thank you guys for being here with me. And yeah, I'm going to see you guys next time. Have a great one. Bye guys. Bless.